Good morning. I am Dr. Atulya Kriti Gupta, presenting True Muscle Transplantation Surgery for Large Angle Exotropia, a case series. Nil financial support and sponsorship, and there are no conflicts of interest. A very large angle exotropia can be quite challenging to manage. Available techniques utilize variable permutations of muscle recession procedures and or muscle resection procedures on two or more muscles, which may be combined with botulinum toxin, central tenectomy, spacers, and we also have hangback and hemi-hangback recession procedures. Nevertheless, deliberation still exists as to what would be the best management. Hence, we present true muscle transplantation as a possible alternative. 7 patients with more than 70 prism diopters of sensory exotropia who emphasized on a single eye surgery were subjected to thorough refraction and preoperative evaluation after the IRB approval. Post-operative follow-up was done at 1 week, 1 month, 3 months, and 6 months. In this surgery, a portion of the medial rectus muscle was resected and joined to the lateral rectus muscle with non-absorbable sutures to form a muscle complex, which was then recessed as per the standard recession procedures. 6 millimeters of medial rectus muscle was resected in all the patients, which is the maximum permissible limit, and joined to the lateral rectus muscle to form a muscle complex, which was then recessed. This muscle complex was recessed by 8 millimeters to correct a preoperative deviation of 70 prism diopters. With every 5 prism diopters increase in the deviation, the recession of the muscle complex was increased by 0.5 millimeters. At 6 months, we observed that 2 patients were orthophoric, 2 patients were left with less than 5 prism diopters of residual exotropia, and 3 patients were left with roughly 5 to 10 prism diopters of residual exotropia. Therefore, in these 7 patients, the mean angle of deviation reduced from a preoperative value of 77.14 plus minus 4.52 prism diopters to a postoperative value of 4.71 plus minus 4.42 prism diopters at 6 months. Follow-up at 1 week, 1 month, 3 months, 6 months and beyond showed stable results with no limitation of extraocular movements, especially abduction, as can be seen here. On reviewing the literature, we observed the standing surgical techniques have limitations of their own. Excessive amount of resection or recession may bring about many disfigurements, like anophthalmos, narrowing of the palpebral fissure, and considerable amount of limitation of abduction when more than 6 millimeters of medial rectus muscle was resected. The hangback muscle recession may produce muscle collapse, which effectively increases the recession, thereby making the results less predictable. The elongation of muscle with spacers also poses a threat of extrusion, and the prolonged surgical time, along with surgical scars at the operation site when 3 or more muscles are operated bilaterally, lessens the interest of surgeons in these methods. Hence, we present true muscle transplantation as a possible alternative in treating large angle sensory exotropia. The expediency of true muscle transplantation surgery in managing large angle strabismus, primarily esotropia, has already been demonstrated with desirable results. A study by Amitava et al. Showed orthophoric results in patients with large angle esotropia who underwent primary true muscle transplantation. A study by Jethani et al. On the long-term results of true muscle transplantation for very large angle esotropia showed augmentation of the surgical results. It was thus concluded that true muscle transplantation is a possible alternative for very large angle esotropia. Utilizing the same principle, we did this case series on managing large angle exotropia, where in addition to the stated benefits of being an autograft with virtually nil likelihoods of rejection and giving enhanced results via effectually increasing the muscle length, we found that true muscle transplantation is a simple uniocular procedure on 2 muscles that gives prolonged stable results. In conclusion, a simple uniocular procedure, true muscle transplantation, giving long-term stable results is a technique worth bearing in mind while managing large angle sensory exotropia. These were my references. Thank you.
Dr. Gupta, what were the drawbacks? What are the drawbacks of your procedure? You have told all the advantages and good points about your procedure. So, what are the difficulties or what?
So the drawback would be that the sample size for our study is very small as of now. We have done 7 patients. So for a lot, and only we have followed them up till 1 year. We would like to do a larger sample size with a further duration of follow-up to comment on the longer term, because as for the duration that we saw, we did not see any complications as such. There was no limitation of the extraocular movements. We did not have any undercorrection or overcorrection. So maybe a bigger sample size and a longer duration would give us more hints.
Does your study actually show us anything new or anything different? Because you've already said that all this has been established by the various previous surgeons. So by doing a very small case series of 7, have you come to any other inference out of your study?
The literature that we have referred to actually has only shown about the esotropia, and for exotropia, the sample size for them have been around 3 to 4 patients. So we have gone a little further by adding 3-4 more patients.
I think that is not sufficient actually to establish anything. Should have been a bigger series.
Yes, ma'am.
Maybe you can continue with this further on.
Yes, ma'am.
Dr. Gupta, what was the largest angle that you corrected of exotropia?
Ma'am, we've corrected around 80 prism diopters.
And what any average?
85, I'm sorry.
Okay, any average you have come across made out of your inference that for every 1 millimeter surgery that you are doing, how much is the correction, average correction you're getting?
Yes, ma'am. For every, for medial rectus, for every 1 millimeter, we got a correction of 4 prism diopters. And for lateral rectus, with every 1 millimeters, there was 3 prism diopters correction.
Yes, that is the difference is there in both lateral. Yes, good. Thank you.